Hello and welcome to my tutorial video for Tash Sultana Jungle. What a track, first of all. I think it's a fantastic tune in its own right, and actually if you've got a loop pedal or you are a guitar player, it's just such a nice track to jam over the top of, to play about with, and I really enjoyed learning it and recording it and playing it. And quite a few of you have been asking for a tutorial version of this, so here we go. I have done the tabs, which can be found on my website, which I'll link in the description. In terms of gear that I used on this video, it's very simple. I used the Boss Loop Station RC1, which is the cheapest one that they do, but it does everything that you need really, I think. And I also used a Boss Digital Delay DD3, which I've had for many years. That's it in terms of pedals. The guitar that you see here is what I used. It's just a Fender Strat that I've had again for many years, and I played that through a Fender Princeton Chorus amp, which I've gigged loads and battered, to be honest, over the years, but it's still sounding quite nice. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, I'm a little rusty with it, but it should sound a little something like this. Some idea anyway. Sorry about a few bum notes in there. There you go. There you go. Okay, so the first thing to look at really is going to be the chords. So we're starting on the 9th fret. We've got a C sharp minor, which I've barred the full way. Then we've got a B, based on that 7th fret. And then we move into G sharp minor on the 4th fret. And then we've got the last chord is an A based on the 5th fret. And those are the only 4 chords that we have. So here's the rhythm section slow. Now the rhythm section fast. Now I'm not very good at music theory, to be honest, but I think the emphasis is on the second note of the beat. So if you think of the beat going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the second one, so that second beat needs to be quite pronounced, so that. And in terms of the rest of it, it's just learn how to mute the strings, so having that muted sound. And then it's just about vibing it really, I think. The best way is probably just to play about with a few different ideas, but in terms of how fast I recorded it, I ended up doing it at like breakneck speed, and looking back, it's just because I've not listened to the record for a while and got a bit excited with it. But it sounds really nice, really slow as well, you know. I actually think that's what Tash Sultana's doing anyway. So I play about with the rhythm till it feels comfortable, but I think that second note needs to be emphasised to give it that kind of reggae-y feel, if that makes sense. So one more tip on that rhythm section. If you're struggling to get it, I would say just stick on one chord rather than messing about with the chord. So start with the first chord, and then we'll just do it real slowly. So you've got this. break that down, it's like 1 and then a big hit. So then you're going to do a double mute. And then 2 notes on. And then you're just repeating that all the way through, that's all it is. So once you get that rhythm in your right hand, it should just translate, and then you can start bringing the chord changes in. So you know what I mean? Hopefully. Okay, which leads us nicely onto the lead section. For the purists out there, it's important to note that I just tabbed this from ear, really, so it's not exactly what Tash Sultana's playing. I keep calling him by a full name. It's not exactly what Tash is playing, but I think it's close enough, it's passable. So I had a look actually after, because a few people were asking for the tabs about an actual proper tab for it, and I found a lot of them were a bit off anyway. So if you want to learn my version of it, then I'll teach you that. If not, you could skip this whole section. But here it is. And then slow it'll sound like this. Okay, so we'll break this lick down into 2 sections. The first one being this rundown part of. Okay, so this is all based around that C sharp minor pentatonic of. So we're going to start, the first little section is this. So we're going to start on the 9th fret of the D string and slide up to the 11th. And then hit the 9th of the G, 11th of the G, and then we're going to slide the 11th up to the 13th of the G string, and then hit the 12th of the B string. So then you're going to hit the 13th again of that G string, slide it down to the 11th and pull off to the 9th. Now we've got this rundown lick, which is basically a triplet. So if you think of it in 3s, we're starting on the 11th fret of the G string. We're going to hit that note, pull it off to the 9th, then hit the 11th of the D string. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to hit the 9th fret of the G string, and then we're going to hit the 11th of the D and pull off to the 9th. So. And then we're going to do that same pattern again, exactly the same, but just the 1 fret, 1 string closer to your face. So D, you're going to hit the 11th, pull off to 9th, 11th of the A, then again back up to that 9th fret of the D, then to 11th and pull off to the 9th of the A string. So that whole, we've got the first one, same again here. And this one's slightly different. We're going to hit the 11th fret of the A string, pull off to the 9th, slide it down to the 7th. So, and then the last one is just the 9th fret of the A string, to the pull off to the 7th, and then the 9th fret of the E. So once you've got that pattern, then you can kind of play it quite quick. It's quite a nice lick, but if you think of it in 3s, and there's always a pull off in there. So the first one, pulling off first, then hitting the note. The second one, hit the note, then from the second the pull off. Hopefully that makes sense. Lovely. Okay, so the second half of this lick goes like this. So we've finished the previous lick on the 9th fret of the E string after that rundown. Then we're going to go to the 9th fret of the A and slide it up to the 11th. And then we're going to hit the 9th fret of the A, so that's your first little shape. And then we're going to hit, so make sure that's your first finger on that note, and then with your ring finger you're going to play the 11th fret, sorry, of the G string, and slide it up to the 13th. And then you're going to hit the 12th of the B, and then back to the 13th of that G, so the first section. And now you're going to do a little rake, which will move the camera slightly. It's like you're going to mute all the strings, apart from that 14th of the E string. You're going to rake up. But up to you. You don't have to do that. It's just like a little stylistic thing. I think it sounds quite nice. Then you're going to hit the 14th fret of the E, pull it off to the 12th, then the 14th of the B, then the 12th of the E string again, then the 14th of the B, and pull off to the 12th. So this is similar to that rundown we learned earlier. Then you're going to do 14th, pull off, 12th, 13th of the G string. This is where it's slightly different now. You're going to go back up, so you're going to go 12th fret of the B, hammer on to the 14th, and then the 12th of the E. So this shape slowly is. And that's a really nice little lick that you can use in all sorts of soloing, to be fair. Then once you've got that, you're going to let those two ring out, play it as a chord, slide it up 2 frets, so up to 16 and 14. Then you're going to slide up again, but this time you're going to do 17th and 16th, and pick it 3 times. And that is literally the lick sorted. Happy days. So I don't know if you can tell from there, but since recording this video, it's been quite nice and sunny, to hailing, to raining, and now it's snowing. So there you go. English weather for you. Beautiful. Okay, so the main melody riff. So I think often in guitar, less is more, and actually this riff just works so beautifully over those chords, and I think that's what gives the hook of the track. And so yeah, I think as an aside really, that sometimes in guitar, you don't need to play really flash stuff, you don't need to get your alternate picking to 100 million miles an hour or whatever. You can just play really nice riffs and licks that sound good. Obviously it's personal preference, but that's just something that you can maybe take away from this track. So it's literally just 14th fret of the E string, 12th fret of the E string, and then you're going to move down that exact shape to the B string, 14, 12. And you're just going to repeat that. What I'd sometimes do is put a bit of vibrato on that B string 14th frets. But it's totally up to you guys. And you basically repeat that until the chords go around, follow the full loop round. And then the harmony bit is just the same, but it's, instead of the 14th fret root, you're going to start on the 17th, 17th, 16th, 17th, 16th on the B. So if I do that with these fingers, you'll be able to see better. 17th, 16th, 17th, 16th. And again, you can put a bit of vibrato on if you want. And that's it. That's literally it. So it sounds beautiful together. Hope you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, keep watching, keep liking and commenting. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully I'll try and get through all of my loop covers, the tutorial videos for them. So yeah, thank you very much again. Peace and love. Speak to you next time.